Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks, and it's coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Antonio Gibson now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, his second year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
Going play action, May. Got for big yards on the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Time to start the scoring in this Super Bowl, partner. We've got first and goal. Stevenson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. It's second and goal. Now trying to run in with Stevenson. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. Here's May, third and goal. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Drake May the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Slot with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
He finds Brown right side. And this one doesn't go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and long for him here. Getting out to his left. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Patriots will be backed up pretty deep to start the drive. They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
May now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. Brought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And it was a situation they prepared for, no doubt, Brock, but hopes that they wouldn't see. They're down early in the biggest game of the year.
Hey, listen, nobody said winning championships was easy. This is an early test of whether they've got the resiliency to win it all. And we know this. When that final second ticks off, most Super Bowl champions, they've been the most resilient players, too.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Buying some time left. That's incomplete left side.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith escapes the pocket. And this is another incompletion.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Smith in the pistol. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. May on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Moore. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Made a throw it. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd, less than a yard. Trying to get it with the option here. And they take him down right along the 30. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion, headed right. 1st and 10, here's Stevenson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. play action. Here's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one.
Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
This is Walker on 2nd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Brown on the inside give. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Pass complete to Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Now it's Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Smith working quickly here. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Everybody rushing back to the line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? Yep. No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Here's New England, ready once again on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Gibson here from the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. There's one disheartening look on that defense.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun. Here's May. It's complete to Hunter Henry. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Defense showing blitz here. May. No, get this to Henry. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down. The give inside to Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the pistol snap to May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. 4th down is going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now, after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. Bouncing football. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Now an inside give to Walker. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
I I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the move, headed right. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Smith on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's looking deep once again. Oh, intended for Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He lofts it deep left. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Rick Woolen with the INT. So we have reached halftime of the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion right. Walker on first down. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. They're working quickly here. Staying with Walker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running with Walker again. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Jawan Bentley. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Walker hauls it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Well, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with 6 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Buys time, rolling right. Dumps it off to his running back. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They give up the gut to Walker. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Christian Barmore with the play. Offense up to the line fast. Now Walker. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Monty Tavai ranging in for the stop. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up now. Going ground on 1st and goal. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. A dose of the hurry up offense here. Throwing is Smith. This is complete to Charbonnet. It's a Seattle touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
14. Patriots 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Gibson. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The New England offense running out now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
That one's complete right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All set up now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Fourth down's going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. From the right hash, 52 yards out.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. In motion right is Metcalf. And he rocks the tackler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. This is Walker on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's the Seahawks in front as they sense a second title is within their reach. New set of downs for him from the 46. Running is Walker. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 48. He rolls to his right. Completed to his running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, Smith to throw. Rolling out to his left. Hits his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They go with Walker here. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. Smith working quickly here. On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Brown on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 34. Flush down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here's made in the air. He's on the move. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Seahawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the hit stuffs him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. Chased out to his right. Pass complete to Walker.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. May on 1st and 10. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. They get him again, and this time it's for points. That is going to be a safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second now. Oh, now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
He has it at the 13. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Seahawks offense running out now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Smith working quickly here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
On the carry, it's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Seahawks only up by a few. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's on the move. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now the Patriots calling their 3rd and final timeout. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. Brown still throwing, and this is intercepted. Kyle Duggar makes the play. And the Patriots have some new life in the 4th. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
They send a tight end in motion. Now an inside give to Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Setting up to pass. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing on the run. Deep. He's got it at the 30. And they take him down right along the 30. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. One final shot here. Got the big yards on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And the party in the Pacific Northwest, Brock, it is just getting started. The Seattle Seahawks are once again Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Goodell out to the stage now to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.